Hello everyone, it's Real Talk with Data at Adedamola Emmanuel. It's always a pleasure to be with you. It's always a pleasure to have another Tuesday to talk to you. It's always a pleasure. I hope you feel the same way. I hope the feeling is mutual. Yeah, the feeling has to be mutual. It's another wonderful Tuesday today, and so we bring you everything you need to know about relationship and marriage and all those things. I want to talk about how you're going to deal with relationship. When I mean relationship, I mean long distance relationship. Yeah. I know what it means. It's not easy, especially when you guys are not together. So that's what we're going to deal with today. I just want us to set some things straight. I want to make things easy for you, because really, if you have all these things highlighted and you have all these things penned down, it kind of makes it easier for you to, scale through when these kind of things happen. Sometimes in relationship, you didn't even plan or set out to have a long distance relationship, especially when you guys, just meet each other, or you guys are just basically just having just talking, and then the next thing, maybe work or whatever, takes one of you out of station, and then you now have to start dealing with long distance relationship, and it's really very, very, very what's it called now? It kind of sets you back a bit. I don't want to say set you back, but that's what it does. Because for somebody that doesn't even have it in a purview, like some people don't even want to do it. Some people don't even want to think about a long distance relationship. But you see, it's really not a big deal, especially if you know what to do, if you know the ropes, if you know what it means. Some long distance relationship are just within the country, so more like maybe, interstate and stuff like that. Some are actually across the ocean, but whatever it is, there's really none that is really, really, that you can really prepare for unless you're really prepared for it. So that's why today we're going to be talking about how do you deal with the long distance relationship. So now, dealing with long distance relationship has to do with a lot of patience. Trust me, it has to do with patience, it has to do with intention, you have to be intentional, it has to do with communication, and it has to take your effort. It will take your effort, trust me, because there are some times that things are just going on in your head, boom, 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 like that. So number one, some tips that you need is just set expectations, right? So before you both go into the long distance relationship, like I said, sometimes you don't even plan for it, but then when it happens, it happens. So right now, now there's this, your guy or your husband or your wife has to travel or whatever. Now So now you guys have to set your expectations. Like, it's important to set clear expectations about how you would communicate, how you stay in touch, either by text, by video, and when you will visit each other. All these things are very, very necessary. By having these expectations, when you set these expectations in place, you can avoid misunderstanding and disappointment. And for the people that are actually out of the country, and then someone else is in Nigeria, and then all this time range, some is 6 hours, some you have 9 hours, some you have sugar, and then you really can't deal with it. Sometimes you're sleeping and then the person is calling. You really need to set expectations so that you know when not to call, when to send a message, where each other is. That's one of the keys of trying to deal with long distance relationship. You have to set expectations. Number 2, you need to communicate. Like I said, communication is key. If you've been following me from in time past, you know that I always sing this thing about communication. I hope I'm not sounding like a broken record, because communication, seriously, is very crucial in any relationship, more so in a long distance relationship. You have to make sure that you both make time to talk regularly. Try and schedule regular video chats, share daily experiences. You have some things you must have gone through during the day. Just hold on, wait for each other, just pick the phone and then say, blah, 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 this is what I've gone through, so you will have something to talk about. So it's not like you're just saying, how are you? I'm fine. What's up? Fine. Have you eaten? No. Have I, what did you do today? What, you have things to talk about if you are someone that communicates properly. So share your daily experiences, share your thoughts, share your feelings. It's bad to keep feelings bottled up. when you're in a relationship or when you're in a long distance relationship. Sometimes you're really angry. Just say it as it is. Let the other person give you a reason. Okay, this is why you're angry. Oh yeah, let's discuss it. Just tell me what it is. Is this what you're thinking? And this brain, it has a way of dealing with you. If you call your spouse and then he doesn't pick, like, is he somewhere? Is it this? Which takes me to the third thing. You need to trust yourself. If you're not going to trust yourself, there's really no need to be in a long distance relationship. Then this episode, I'm sorry, but it's not for you. Because if you cannot trust each other, trust is essential in any relationship. Even more so because it's a long distance relationship, you need to trust yourself. You have to make sure you would have a clear understanding of what is expected and be faithful to each other, because if trust is broken, then it's so difficult to repair. Yeah, it is very difficult to repair. So you need to be able to trust each other on this journey. For even having a relationship in the first place, if you really can't trust your guy, if you can't trust your babe, then honestly there's really nothing you guys are doing together, right? So for every time that you have a relationship, you need to ensure that you trust the person. If trust is in question, then the relationship is in shambles. Get it? The next thing is stay positive. Yeah, so there was a time few years back, and so this lady had a boyfriend and all that, and then suddenly he had to relocate. This babe said there and then he actually followed him to the airport, right? And then when the guy was going, he hugged him and said, "Be guy, well, from here, child back, be me," like that. I'm like, wow, what a way to break up. She was like, I can't deal. Like, I really can't deal. Anything that is across the ocean, I don't want a heartbreak. So let me just break my heart myself. I'm like, so that's the thing. I'm saying stay positive. Long distance relationship can be challenging, but it's important to stay positive and focus on the future. Because staying positive is not easy, and then you need to stop listening to people. Listening to people can dampen your spirit. Oh, is that person that you're waiting for? When is he coming back and all that? If you guys are really in touch, I'm not saying that you are not in touch with maybe someone that you hear from maybe once in a month. Or don't fool yourself, I beg, waka. But if this person is somebody that is really committed in the relationship and is also there for you, please leave naysayer, because naysayers, they are there to talk. That's what they're called. You understand? So you leave naysayer and then plan regular visits. Regular visits can help you both feel more connected. When are we seeing each other? Right. When are we seeing ourselves? Like, I know someone as well that had a long distance relationship at one point. Someone was in UK and then the other was Nigeria. Like, they see each other like thrice in a year. So that's like 3 months at interval. So they made it intentional. So you need to be intentional. Plan regular visits so in advance, and then try and make it possible. It's not the one that you plan the regular visits and then someone will bail out at the end of the day like, I'm sorry, just has this happened. Make it a point of duty to be intentional about your visit. Spend time together, enjoy each other's company, and that's the only way. You know that I won't leave you without Bible scriptures, right? So now we're going to 1 Corinthians 13:4-7. Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. Going on and on and on, and then it says, love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts. Tick, always trusts. Always trust, always hopes, always persevere. So these are the things that you need regardless. When you're in a long distance relationship, you need to trust. You have to trust each other, because that's the only way you guys can stay connected. Then Proverbs 17:17 says, a friend loves at all times, and a brother is born for a time of adversity. So even though you may not be physically together, you still show each other love and support for each other through constant communication and virtual dates. Okay, this is where we're gonna wrap it up today. Like always, I always want to hear your review. I always want you to give me your comments. Like, seriously, I'm doing all this because I know that the aim and the ultimate aim is for us to have a good home, a good marriage, and everybody should just be happy. Seriously, it is possible to have a happy marriage on earth, and all these things are the things that you need. Just build it up, while you're at it. Just keep building up, keep listening, keep giving a review. Don't forget to subscribe. I say it all the time. Now on Spotify, so it's not a big deal anymore. There's no excuse anymore. So I really, really need to see you. Shout out, right? And then don't forget that I'm just here minding my father's business. Please subscribe and go to my IG at Real Talk with Dada Podcast for more information. This is where I take it up and take it up today. Until next week when we have another great time together. Bye.